Have you wondered what VAT reverse charge is for your construction business? Follow my video and I'll explain more. If you haven't yet, click the bell and subscribe to be notified every time we produce our best pieces of content. As with running any business, there's a lot going on, and VAT is, let's be honest, is one of the most confusing taxes going. Now, the reverse charge has come out for the construction industry scheme fairly recently, so follow my video and I'll explain what this is all about. The reverse charge scheme was implemented because there was massive fraud going on within the industry. There were lots of different layers of where people were charging VAT and not paying it over. VAT fraud is a big business, and the government has installed this to tackle wasted money for us in our country. This is highly going to be relevant for you if you're a subcontractor. So if you're not directly dealing with the end client and there's a subcontractor above you, the reverse charge is going to be for you. Now, you need to obviously be a VAT registered construction business before you start. If you are invoicing your contractors, in layman's terms, you don't have to charge VAT. On your accounting software though, it will charge VAT and add it backwards. And there are settings that you can set up within your accounting system to do this for you. But in layman's terms, you will treat this as not charging any VAT at all. Now, one thing to bear in mind with your business is you may actually be dealing with the end customers too. And that's quite normal. So just remember, when you're invoicing the end customer for your construction job, this will have to include VAT in the same way. But when you are invoicing a contractor up the chain, there is no VAT. Now, this can be either a blessing or a curse for you as the construction owner. A lot of construction businesses can run quite close to the wire, cash flow's a bit tight. So this additional VAT that they'll collect and use for either a month or a quarter can aid their cash flow. This is beneficial. But there's also, on the other hand, some construction businesses, let's be honest, they're just not good with money. So giving them that extra VAT in their pocket in the first place can be very tempting for them. So if you're in that situation yourself, where you're not the best with managing the money within your construction business, not having to collect VAT and pay it over can feel a godsend. Because there's nothing better when you hit a VAT quarter and you're continually getting refunds. Because if you're just doing contractor only work, you're not going to have any VAT that you collect, and all the VAT you're about to reclaim is from your costs. So this should trigger a guaranteed refund every single quarter. But that's provided you're not working directly with end customers as well, as this will change your overall VAT result. So not everything, if you're a subcontractor, will be reverse charge VAT. There are certain things that just do not qualify. So to name a couple, drilling is one and architecture is another. So if you find yourself in a subcontract chain, you still have to charge VAT in the normal way. And if you want further advice on this, there's a more comprehensive list that we've got that if you need help, I can take on board any questions that you may have. Who can use it? Well, firstly, you have to be a VAT registered business in the first place, because if you're not, you should not be charging VAT at all. But once you are VAT registered, you just have to be a subcontractor to be able to use this scheme. Now, make sure your invoices are dead clear with this. Now, a lot of the bigger contractors who use subcontractors were clear with their businesses. They wrote to a lot of companies in advance to say, look, we're expecting this to be reverse charge, please sort your invoicing out. And then you can either go onto your accounting software yourself. We use a package called Xero a lot, or you can get your accountant and advisor to change this for you. It should be a real easy process. Now, I think it looks a bit alien on the VAT returns, like with what the point, because you're adding VAT for them for it to be claimed back. But this is just the way the system works, and I too find this a little bit strange. If you're new and you're finding yourself in the reverse charge scheme for the first time, plan for it. Sit down and do a couple of test invoices on your accounting system and really get to understand it. Make sure you're also clear on the services, because while a lot of services do come under the reverse charge scheme, there is a chunk that are not. And HMRC have got the guidance that this is quite easy to follow, and it's just follow the rules kind of scenario. But there are too many for us to put on this video without sending you to sleep. Reverse charge is important for invoices, but is also just as important for credit notes. So make sure if you are, and we all hate issuing credit notes, but they do happen, make sure reverse charge is applied for credit notes too, because you have to apply everything consistently. So if you're not charging VAT and you're getting reverse charge on your invoices, make sure this is consistent with the credit note. Otherwise, you could be falling foul of making a mistake, which could cost you a lot more extra VAT and penalties later down the line. Now, I hope you found this video of interest, but if you have any questions whatsoever, take this opportunity to book my Calendly link below. I'll take on board any questions without making you cringe with an awful sales pitch.